The recent massively successful Russian offensive that was able to completely penetrate Ukrainian defensive lines was a massive success and has cut months off the war. Russia is undoubtedly a big winner just from the tactical points alone, but what it will allow Russia to do is it will play into their talking points that the Ukraine should just abandon the Donbass. Of course, they shouldn't, but it's Trump, and he will be able to sell it to Trump. He could be, and able to neutralize the Ukrainian talking point. So regarding this is a battle for Trump's mind, or Pete Hegseth, or whoever the person in America who decides things is, the Russians will plays into Russian talking points. It's a massively successful attack. So yes, Ukraine should go around saying we need more weapons. Saying America, you've got thousands of tanks sitting in the desert. Let us borrow them for a few years, and then we'll give the surviving tanks back. Those tanks could have avoided this. The Ukraine could go that bad. I don't think America will do that because they expect to need them in the war with China, considering how much tanks Russia have lost and how bad it is to produce them. But I don't like the current American military decision. They seem to be going for the who's calling like the strategy was I think it's I don't know, probably a whole bunch of other people, and they want a quote unquote lean fighting force. RNL was like a lighter force, but the American needs heavy, expensive equipment. That's what wins wars. It's production, so they're planning to fight with light infantry. So it's preferable to be fighting with heavy infantry, with tanks and stuff, instead of fighting with pretty much they're just accepting defeat and letting China take the higher ground. Of course, the argument against tanks is that they can be destroyed, but China has a big production base, and if there was a war, they could produce countless light tanks. They're building up their car industry with electric cars and stuff. If there is a war, they will be able to replace the high losses. But America will not be able to, and that's why they need to hoard the Abrams. And I think the light tank they did choose was, well, not the light tank, the medium tank they did choose in the contract, the M10, was the wrong decision. But they still needed that type of tank, and they're not getting it, which I think is a problem. And this video has shifted away from what it is. So long story short, I think it has made an impact on Trump's mind in the benefit of Russia in terms of talking points they will be able to use, and that is all.